In this effect, the spectator marks 2 random positions in a shuffled deck. What happens next will blow them away. This is Coach Trick. Welcome to another amazing tutorial. Today's effect not only delivers double the surprise, it's also super easy to learn. It's a self-working marvel, can be performed with a shuffled deck and requires no prior setup. As ever, join us to the end to discover how magic can take you beyond the cards and fuel your journey to greater success in life. Okay, let's jump into it. Grab a deck and let's go. Okay, as ever, let's kickstart by taking a look at the effect itself. Now this is going to be a test of spectator intuition, and we're going to give them a couple of attempts at this, and we're going to start with a shuffled deck. So just take the cards, hand them to the spectator, and they can shuffle those as much as they like. Once that's done, you're now going to take the deck and you're just going to look through the cards with a view to removing a couple of marker cards. Now these can be any cards, but just cards that you sense are going to work quite well for this effect. So I think maybe this one just here, and then we need one more marker card. So I think, yes, maybe this card just here. And you're going to take those cards from the deck and place them on the table, like so. With that done, you're now going to take the deck and you're simply going to deal cards to the table, and you're going to ask the spectator to use their intuition, their senses, to stop you whenever they feel like it. So all they need to do is say stop. It's a totally free choice whenever they like. So let's say they stop you just here. Ask them to take the first card and to mark that position by placing that card face up on top like so. Now you can emphasize they could have stopped you anywhere, and that would have been the position marked in the deck. But they've stopped you and marked this position just here, and you can place the deck back together just like so. Now remember, we said we're going to give them a couple of attempts at this, so you're going to repeat the same again. Just take the deck and just deal cards to the table, again inviting the spectator to use their intuition to stop you whenever they feel like it. So just deal some cards, and let's say they say stop just here. Ask them to take the next marker card and just mark that position by placing that card face up on top like so. Again emphasizing they could have stopped you at any position, but they've stopped you and marked the position just here, and then place the deck back together just like so. At this point you can recap. We started with a shuffled deck. You removed a couple of cards and the spectator has used those cards to mark random positions in the deck, and those positions were entirely of their choosing. You can now take the deck and spread the cards on the table in order to display the marker cards. And we can see those just there. We can see the red 3 and the black 4. You're now just going to remove each of those marker cards along with the card directly next to it, the position at which the spectator stopped you dealing, and you're just going to lay those out on the table like so. You can remind the spectator that they could have stopped you at any point in the deck, but now let's take a look at where they did stop. With the black 4, they stopped and marked a position in the deck that just so happens to be right next to the other black 4. But that's not all. On the second attempt with the red 3, it just so happens that they stopped and marked a position in the deck directly next to the other red 3. Now I'd say that's a pretty good display of spectator intuition. A wonderful effect that's also super simple to perform, so stick around because now I will show you exactly how it works. Okay, so let's take a look at the secret to this effect then. And you really do start with a shuffled deck, and that's what adds to the impact. Now, as you take the deck and you look through the cards in order to find your marker cards, here's what you're going to do. You're secretly going to note the value of the top card and of the bottom card, and you're going to look for the corresponding matching cards as your marker cards. So in this instance, my top card is the 7 of clubs, so I'm going to look for the other black 7 as the marker card. There it is there, so I'll just remove that. And my bottom card is the 6 of hearts, so I'm just going to look for the other red 6 as the other marker card. There it is there, so I'll just remove that, like so. You can now take the deck and just deal cards to the table, inviting the spectator to stop you at any point. And once they've stopped you, you're just going to ask them to take the marker card corresponding to your bottom card, so in this instance the red 6, and just place that on top, face up, of the dealt cards. And you can now place your cards on top, which will place your bottom red 6 right next to its marker card. You're now just going to repeat the same again, feeding cards to the table, inviting the spectator to stop you at any point. Now you obviously want them to stop you before you get to the face up card in the deck, so you might suggest that they stop you after you've dealt a few cards. And once they have stopped you, you're just going to ask them to take the other marker card and place that face up onto the dealt cards, and you're now going to place your cards on top, which will obviously place your black 7 next to its marker card. You can now spread the cards on the table in order to display the position of the marker cards, and you're now going to remove each of the marker cards and the card directly to its right. So there's the 6, and I'll also remove the 7 and the card to its right, and then you can just line those up on the table like so. All that's left to do now is to reveal the amazing intuition of the spectator by revealing that the black 7 is right next to the other black 7 and the red 6 is right next to the other red 6. Take this one, practice it, go out there, perform it, and of course, above all else, have fun. And there you have it. This effect is a great reminder that even the simplest actions can lead to something far greater than you expected. Taking small steps, whether in magic or in life, can lead to truly rewarding outcomes. Sometimes all it takes is a small move to set off something truly incredible. So keep practicing, keep building confidence, and keep stepping forwards. Thanks for joining me today. Until next time, keep the magic alive and take care.